Welcome to the Leading the Industry podcast. I'm Aaron Doughty, owner of Silvercreek Realty Group here in the Treasure Valley, and I'm your host. And I am super excited to have our special guest and really the boss of Silvercreek Realty Group, our designated broker, Krista Deacon. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.
You are refreshed. You just got back from a little vacay, right?
Little one.
That's exciting.
It is.
Tell us where you went.
I went to Cabo, San Lucas.
And who'd you go with?
With some girlfriends.
With some girlfriends?
Yes.
From the office too, huh?
Yes.
I think that says a lot about our culture, right? If you're not sick enough of the people you work with to then go and spend another week with them, or maybe you are sick of them by the end of the week.
No, I'm not. We had a great time.
You had a good time?
We did. We really did.
A lot of beach time?
A lot of beach time.
A lot of tacos?
A lot of tacos.
I like it.
I still went out for Mexican last night, though, so it's not out of my system yet.
Yeah. We got to take care of our broker because it can be a stressful, all-time consuming job, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah. What are the pros and cons as you think about life as a designated broker for really the 22nd largest brokerage in the United States of America, right?
Sounds daunting.
That sounds daunting, right?
Yes.
And you run the ship. What does that feel like? What does that look like? And, how does that feel?
I would say I have more great days than not so great.
Okay.
I love the fact that every day's different.
Sure.
It's not monotonous.
Yep.
Taking calls and helping people and helping them problem solve. It's kind of like checking the boxes, I guess, for me every day. So it fulfills me.
We're sure excited and glad that you're our broker. I think conflict is inherent, in your job description.
Agreed.
And one of the things that always amazes me is that you've been able to maintain such an incredible, relationship and a reputation amongst all of your fellow brokers and agents in the Valley. When you are faced with a challenge, do you have a process or a system that you kind of go through to determine who's right, who's wrong, how to navigate this, where discipline is appropriate, where firmness is appropriate, where kindness is appropriate? Or is this just all natural to you?
I think it's more natural, quite honestly. I don't really have a checklist and a process to try to navigate through that. It just comes naturally. The first thing I think about, though, when I get the phone call or see that things are heating up, is I say to myself, and a coach said this to me a long time ago, is calm is contagious. So I kind of put myself in that mindset, if you will, because calm seems to de-escalate attitudes and moods, and then we can solve the problem.
Sometimes I think in our business, I don't know if we're trained this way or if it's just the natural person in us, but we tend to get puffed up. We tend to, we feel in order for our position to be heard, we raise our voices, we are condescending, things like that.
Well, because we're always right?
This is true.
Until somebody tells us otherwise.
Yeah. No, but I love that calm is contagious, right? You lead by example, and it's hard to yell at someone when they're giving you calm and respect back the other way.
I think raising 4 kids has helped me with that too.
That is true. Talk about a little bit your involvement. I mean, one of the things I think we complement each other well in terms of the yin and the yang, in terms of I view myself as kind of on the business side of things, looking at terms of, what are we doing to grow the company and staffing, and you're amazing at really making sure that we are plugged into the community and staying involved and stuff like that. So talk about, has that always been a passion of yours, or
I've always done it. I mean, ever since Girl Scouts.
Okay.
When I became a daisy.
Yeah.
2nd grade or kindergarten, I don't even remember. So I've always been involved in the community and just wanting to help people and see what's going on out there. Not necessarily, shaking hands and kissing babies kind of thing, but just being involved, knowing what's happening, seeing what the needs are out there. It just really opens up so many more doors. And you can relate to people as well, agents or customers. I can relate to them because if they're involved as well, then we've got that common ground.
Yeah. No, I think you really epitomize what it means to be a realtor, right? It's the professionalism when it comes to working with other agents, but also that community component as well, and giving back and stuff like that.
We are. Home ownership. We're out there helping people create communities. So why not be part of it?
Exactly. In leading a brokerage of our size, how would you characterize your leadership style?
That's a great question. There's so many buzzwords out there for leadership, and when somebody asks that question,
don't use the buzzwords.
Nobody really knows how to answer it.
Yeah, I mean, I know how I would describe you, but I don't want to tell you that. I want to see what you would say.
So, as in a leadership position, in my opinion, I feel that if you exude that confidence and people want to follow you, whatever that looks like to them.
Okay.
But at least you've got that following, that mutual respect, and also getting down to their level, whatever that looks like, helping them and what they need and helping them understand that, they are leaders as well, just maybe in a different capacity.
And how do you do that?
I don't know, Aaron. I really don't. I think that's just one of those natural things as well. It's not like I try for it or I think of, ways to go about it. I think that's kind of just part of my nature is wanting to be all encompassing and wanting to help people. And I know that sounds kind of trite, but
yeah. What have you learned in the last 10 years of being the designated broker at Silvercreek?
To be very humble.
Okay.
I have. So I feel like I'm definitely a different leader for sure. And that feeling of humbleness is because it's a very emotional world out there anyway. Purchasing a home is emotional.
Yeah.
The transactions get emotional. So just really dialing that back, it's really kind of taught me to be calm in situations and just really understand and try to understand what
try to put yourself in there, show the empathy. Yeah. I remember we read the book by Brene Brown as a leadership group, and that helped me a lot. I mean, empathy is probably not one of my strong suits. I've tried to work on that, but yeah, I think really trying to understand, the stress that can be associated with, a commission at risk or losing a house or losing your earnest money. I mean, we're talking about some of life's biggest
decisions.
Big decisions. Yeah. What advice would you give our agents? I guess our agents and then agents in the community, right? Because at this point, I consider all of our agents in the community our customers because we're so big. We're dealing with everybody. And so I don't think there's a different way that we treat or train or educate our agents versus agents in the community. So give us 3 little takeaways. If you're a Silvercreek agent or an agent in the community and you really want to grow your business and see a marked improvement in 2023, give us 3 little tidbits that you'd recommend to kind of plug in and get yourself jump-started.
I would say working on your business.
Okay.
Working in your business.
Okay.
And getting out in the community and participating in that in one shape or form.
I love that.
So read contracts. Know what you're doing. Get out there, contact your sphere, do pop buys.
And how would you differentiate working on your business versus in your business?
So on your business is the internal workings.
All right, the systems.
Your systems, the
I'm
goals,
putting my mailer together.
Plan.
I'm going to do a social media posting program, twice a week or whatever.
In your business is face-to-face with the clients, getting out there, knocking on doors.
Yep. Perfect.
Getting yourself known.
I like it. In, on, and in the community.
In the community. Get yourself out there. It's huge.
That's brilliant. And the rest takes care of itself.
It really does.
Now, let's focus a little bit on our agents, right?
Okay.
If you're a Silvercreek agent listening to this, what tool, resource, or action would you like our agents to do better at? You know what I'm saying?
I would love our agents to do better at plugging in and knowing what tools and resources the brokerage actually has.
Okay.
We have so much to choose, so much to offer them, and I think it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And they don't plug in and figure things out unless it's urgent.
Yeah. Their emergency becomes our emergency.
Always.
And 99.9% of all of the issues could be resolved with some proper training and learning the resource before the issue arises, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But that's hard.
It is hard.
That's so hard.
People don't want to put the time in to do that because they're busy doing other stuff. And they don't realize that it's something that's important to them until obviously it becomes urgent. It's hard for me. I'm sure it's hard for you.
Sure.
And it's hard for everyone else out there.
Yeah. We need a challenge or something like that where you spend, 15 minutes a week even just digging into the toolbox, reading your weekly email, right? Simple stuff.
Simple stuff that really would take not much time.
Not much time, yeah.
But again, it's overwhelming to them.
Correct.
There's all these other things coming at them from different directions. It's not just what we offer, but all the affiliates and all the other marketing things out there and everything else. So
I remember you issued a challenge, just read the purchase and sale agreement.
Oh,
how many of
shocking.
you? Well, yeah. But actually taking the time to read it word for word, you might learn a lot. You know what I'm saying? And we have to, right? Once again, we're dealing with people's lives and their financial well-being. And if we're not adept at being able to speak that language and protect them and watch out for time frames and all these other things, then I think we're doing a huge disservice.
I agree. So I will continue to put that challenge out
Okay,
there.
put the challenge out.
Once a week or once a month, pick a document and read through it.
Yes.
Not just the purchase and sale, but all the other ones that we use.
Any other words of wisdom or pearls that you want to share with us today?
Say life is great, and don't forget to take care of yourself. And
what do you do? What's your release? What do you do to motivate yourself to stay energized? Are there podcasts or books that you read that really inspire you?
So you know the answer to that question already.
It's me. You get all your good juju from me.
I get all of my good juju from you.
I don't think so.
Obviously, traveling is what I love to do, and that recharges me on a more consistent basis, because obviously I can't travel all the time, right? I have a job that I love, and I need to be here for that most of the time. I do listen to a couple of podcasts, but I don't focus on that as much as I should. I read, so I do a kind of a business book kind of help, and then I switch it out with a not business book.
Sure.
More of a fun, non-fictional, and just kind of rotate that way.
Yeah. You seem like you have a very disciplined personality. You don't struggle with consistency, or is that a misconception I have?
I don't think it is.
Okay.
No, I am very consistent.
Have you always been like that?
I feel like I have.
Okay.
Yes. You walk in my house and everything is in the place that it was not there, as long as my kids aren't home messing everything up.
Yeah, that's the kind of broker we need. We need a consistent broker, right?
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm an OCD personality, but just somebody that kind of likes somewhat of a routine and that consistency.
Well, we appreciate you, Krista.
Oh, thank you, Aaron. Thanks
you
for the opportunity.
You are incredible. And we're just so happy that you're the leader of our company and a leader in the industry. So
appreciate the opportunity being part of the organization. It's lovely.
Cool. Thank you, Krista.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You
Thanks.
too.